In this video we will be talking about the OLTC, that is the online tap changer. So we will be going to know that what is the work of OLTC and what are the components of the OLTC and what are the maintenance work we are going to do. So this is the OLTC panel and these are the ratings of the OLTC panel. So this is a 132 by 11 kV transformers, and we are having a tap position up to 16. Step 16 is there, and for that for the automatic we have a motor for 15 volt motors, and now we will go inside how does it work. So first of all, why we are using the OLTC. So what happened at the load side or at the end users, the voltages does not remains constant, it fluctuates with the load. For example, if your load has increased, your voltage will decrease, and for example if your load has decreased, your voltage will increase. So you need to regulate the voltages. For that we need online tap changers, that is OLTC, that is being connected on the primary side for the two purposes. One is that it is the primary side is on the high voltage, so the current it will take less. Second reason is that your primary side is always in the external part, so the tapping can be taken as easy. Now we will be knowing about the operation of the OLTC. How does it operate? So first of all, the operation can be in the two way. One is through the remote and another one is through the local. So remote operation, you will select the selector switch there, and as you will give the command. For example, if your voltage has decreased, now you want your tap change to increase, you will give the step up command for that. As you will give the step up command to the push button, your conductor will pick up and it will give the three phase supply to the motor. As a three phase supply it will give to the motor, it will just through the gear, it will move one tap position up. Similarly, it is same for the step down. For example, if your voltage has increased 11 kV to 11.2 kV, now you want to decrease it. In that case, you will give the step down command, and that step down command will come from the to the contactors, and it will go to the motor, and it will step down the one of the tap changing. Now what are the interlocks of the step of the tap changings are? First of all is its lower limit switch as well as the upper limit switch. So it in the lower limit switch means in the first tap there is a limit, you can't go below that, and you can't go and get above the 17 tap. For that there is a 2 limit, and while operation if you are raising the tap, it should not lower it should not lower. So for that there is an interlock for that. And third interlock is the tripping interlock. There is a 4 tripping interlock, that is that your tap position get stuck up. Means for example, you are increasing the tap from 3 to 4. Now there is a time limit from 3 to 4. At our place we are having a time of 5 seconds. Now if it goes beyond that time, means your tap has been stuck up. In that case it will trip and thus protect the transformers. Now for example, sometimes it happens when you are increasing the tap from 3 to 4. Gradually now if it has increased from 3 to 5, means there is for each tap there is a resistance. Now if you go beyond that resistance, it will trip. For example, if you go for 3 to 4, there is a 1000 ohm. Means if you go, the resistance will be checked. If the resistance goes below that, above that, it will trip. And there is a indication for the tap increase, tap decrease, as well as there is an indication for the tap in the progresses. And now for example, if it is not working in the remote mode, like your contactor get having a problem, or a push button is having a problem, or motor is having a problem, motor get burned. In that case you have to either you have to manually do it. For that you have to lift this cover, insert handle, and after that you have to insert the handle. Now if you have to lower it, you have to move in the anti-clockwise direction. If you have to raise it, you have to move in the clockwise directions. And when you are going to push the rod, insert the rod into it, if you move it, that gear will move up. As the gear will move up, that same the gear way, the inside gear will move, and it is well connected. So internal the tap change will take place. This is all about the OLTC. And second one is the RTCC, that is the remote tap changers. So it is same as that, but there is some more addition in it. In that we add a relay, that is called a RTCC relay. That is a relay for where we check the voltages on the secondary side and compare with the required. As we required voltage is low or above it, so it will sense it, and that relay will give the command to the OLTC to either to increase the tap or to lower the tap. That is called the there is a voltage sensing relay for it. So that is 110 volt PT supply is there. So 11 kV, that 110 PT supply will go. If it goes below 110, so it will increase the tap. If it goes above that, it will decrease the tap. So that is done through a microcontroller. That is a controller based technique. That is the closed loop systems, where two type of input is being fed. One is required input, and another one is the input which we get, means input voltages. Now for example, if your input voltage is 11 kV and your input voltage is 11.2 kV, but your required voltage is 11 kV, means it will sense it as 0.2 kV, there is an increase. So how much tap position it need to decrease, it will sense it and it will decrease as well as this. The same with the tap lower. This is all about the voltage. Thank you.